just your general thoughts on how this workout went for you.
I thought it was good. You know, real similar to a lot of other workouts. Man, you just want to. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself coming in. I played for 4 years. They got a lot of tape, so if I have a bad day, they got a lot to look at. If I have an incredible day and I look like Kobe Bryant out there, they got a lot of tape to look at. So either way, there's no pressure on myself. Really, I'm in shape to do this, so I just come out and compete. You know, try to play D, try to talk, and try to bring some life to the workout.
You got a couple of Dukies already on the Celtics roster. Did Kyrie or Jayson reach out to you, or did you reach out to them? And if so, what did they tell you to expect here?
No, I didn't. I didn't talk to them beforehand, but I knew what to expect just from talking to other guys coming in. I had a general idea of what it was going to look like, what kind of stuff we were going to go through, and then, of course, that 3-minute run at the end. I knew that was coming.
How much prep work did you put in for that? Because that's usually the one thing when guys talk to us. That's the one thing that stands out.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't run it before. The most we did when I was working on my agency, we did a 2-minute run, and that was it. I never did 3 minutes, so this was my first attempt at it out here going live.
How'd that go?
It was good. I was happy with I got 27, but I felt like if I do it again, I could get more. I know the record after workout like 29 or something like that. I try to get that.
After your career at Duke, obviously lots of highs, lots of lows with that. How much explaining do you find yourself having to do when you're in front of teams and you're talking about your career?
I mean, I have to address the lows just as much as I have to address the highs. So, when they talk about what I've done well, I have to, talk about that. And then obviously the mistakes I've made, I have to talk about that. But I've answered the questions about my mistakes for the last 2 or 3 years now. And teams know that. Teams just want to find out who I am, my personality is, if I'm going to be a professional for them on and off the court, how I'm going to be with teammates in the locker room and on the court. All that kind of stuff that they don't get to see just from watching film.
When you talk about some of the ups and downs, how much of that do they just look at as being your competitiveness, and how much of it something else?
I mean, I haven't. Every single team so far has just looked at it as competitiveness. I haven't seen it. I mean, nobody has scolded me for it or nothing anything like that. I mean, I obviously have to talk about it and talk through it and say that where it comes from and what I'm doing to improve my emotions on the court and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not getting rid of that because teams want a competitive and emotional guy out there. You just have to control it, but they want a guy who'll bring fire.
When that question comes, is there a part of you that goes, "Oh, here we go again," or do you just roll with it?
No, I mean, well, this is a job interview, so I expect to answer it now, and I'm just ready for it. But at the same time, every interview I do after a team, I sit here and talk about it too, and I've done this for the last 3 years. So, I mean, for that sake, it's getting old, but I understand that's what it is. I mean, I made my mistakes. I gotta live with the judgment for it.
Are you looking forward to the day when the narrative will be about Grayson Allen, basketball player, period, as opposed to Grayson Allen, we've got this other stuff we got to talk about too?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's really the big thing about it is Grayson Allen, the basketball player, and that's what y'all see. Because I'm a reserved guy, I'm a quiet guy. I don't share what I do off the court. I don't talk about, good, positive stuff that'll make me look like a good guy off the court. I don't talk about that because I'd rather have most of my life private. And so what you do see of me is on the court, and on the court I am a competitive, I'm an irritant to the other team, I'm emotional, I'm fired up. And so that's what people see, and that's what they judge me off of. So I guess, that's pretty fair because that's all they know.
Kid, your decision to play 4 years, how does that help you in terms of going forward to the next level?
I think it's really helpful because I got to learn from Coach for 4 years, and so I got to think through the game in so many different roles. I learned my basketball IQ improved so much just by playing for him. I learned how to prepare like a pro, how to recover like a pro, how to live like a pro while at Duke. And I also think I'm in a better spot to land and stick in the league. I think if I would have came out after my freshman and sophomore year, I would have been in a good spot, but I would have to get lucky in a good situation. You know, right now, I think I'm in a place I can handle a good situation, a bad situation, grinding through the G League, anything. I can handle all that and have a long-term career at this point.
Grayson, what have you thought of the way Jayson Tatum's game has evolved?
Oh, he's incredible, man. I actually, you know, when he first came into Duke in the summer, we were playing like small games, like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. He would kill people, and like if he gets in space and that jump shot starts going down, you're like he's taking the shots you want him to take, but it's going in. And I knew like once he got to the league and this space, the floor opened up for him. He got more space. He got to do all that stuff he has to his game, get in his bag a little bit. I knew he was gonna perform really well, and maybe not this soon, but I knew he was gonna do really well. It was amazing to see. Like he's always had that clutch, that want to be in the moment in him, and that's why he thrived in the playoffs this year.
Did you talk to him before coming here?
No, I didn't. No.
You got any good Jayson Tatum stories from your days at Duke?
Other than him beating us in 1-on-1 every day since the summer when he got there. Although there is a little asterisk to that. I don't know. You might have to ask Jayson about this, but I don't know if he ever beat Emil 1-on-1. But I think that's from Emil's side of the story.
Did you see that 3-pointer develop in a way, too? Because he came in and just started knocking that down.
It was developing while he was at Duke. You know, his thing, he's such a great scorer. He came into Duke as such a great scorer that, you know, he wanted to get to all that stuff that he has. And I think at Duke he kind of learned to slow down a little bit, make quicker decisions, you know, catch and shoot. You know, we know you can cross guys over and shoot fadeaways and knock it down most of the time, but catch and shoot is easy too. And I think he learned to do that at Duke, and then when he got to the league, he was just able to put it all together.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Chris.